Today, we bring you 5 must-know tips for FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. Kicking things straight off, we are going tip number 1. We're going to be talking about across goal finishing. On FIFA 22, everyone gets in on goal, and the trusty finesse shot inside the 18-yard box, which is probably the logical play a lot of the times in real life, unfortunately just isn't the go-to way to score inside the box. What we want to be doing is looking for a power shot across goal, across your body. The reason why these are so strong is purely that if you put 2 to 3 bars of power, dependent obviously on your distance from goal, the goalkeeper just doesn't react in time. He isn't quick enough to save it a lot of the times. If the ball is put in the corner of the goal with a good striker, a good finisher of the ball, you will find yourself scoring more times than not. One of the bonus things as well is that even when the goalkeeper is rushing out and closing you down, even if they're 2 yards away, you can still go for that power shot across goal. It is the go-to way to score on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. So make sure you use it and put it into your game, because honestly, you will find yourselves winning so many more matches by purely just trusting a simple power shot across goal. A reminder on how to do it: we are just going to point the left stick towards the goal to shoot across our body. We're going to press the shoot button with nothing else. Don't hold sprint. Don't hold anything else. No finesse shot, nothing. Just purely shoot and point your left stick towards the goal. And that is your power shot across goal, and it will get you easy goals. Point number 2, absolutely flying through them, driven passes. You know, you've heard me say it before. Driven passes are strong. Analysts, we've heard you say it. But why? Well, quite simply, it speeds up the game. What is a driven pass? This is where you do R1X on PlayStation, RBA on Xbox. And it is going to keep the ball along the ground, but it's going to fizz it. It's going to make it quick. It's going to put it straight into your striker's feet. You can use it from the wing into the striker. You can use it from the middle out to the wing. You can use it from your defenders to your midfielders. It purely speeds up the game for you. If you are just doing normal A passes, normal X passes, and dawdling your way towards the goal, it's going to take you a long time. Use the driven passes. It changes the tempo. It speeds things up and gets you in on goal so much quicker. You want to be using this as well even when the centre mid is kind of covering the pass to the striker. Believe it or not, you can fizz the ball past them and get it into your striker's feet so easy. One thing to take into account: the later that you get on in the game, so the 75th minute, and your strikers have got a little less stamina, you know, they're trained, they've been working hard, you are going to find it will take a worse touch. So you may want to bring on a substitution or tone down the driven passes. But if you've got players with really good stamina, you're absolutely fine to carry on using these driven passes pretty much 99% of the time. When you watch any high-level gameplay, you might be wondering, how are they pinging it around so quick? How is it inch perfect? How are they taking these perfect touches? Why does it look like a completely different game to what I'm playing? That is simply the answer: the driven ground passes. Use them, execute them, thank me later. This video is sponsored by Samsung, who have very kindly given us a Samsung 980 Pro for myself and for one of you lucky winners. The Samsung 980 Pro 1TB is compatible with your PS5 and is one of the fastest options on the market, which means you can now finally install Warzone, FIFA, Netflix, Rocket League, whatever games it is that you're playing, all on your PlayStation 5 with no worry about hard drive space. It is also versatile, which means that you can use the SSD on your PC and your laptop if your laptop allows the upgrade. The heatsink model of the 980 Pro is fully compatible with the PS5, meaning no need for a third-party heatsink purchase. Samsung have some great products in the pipeline for 2022, with more SSDs coming to the market at different price range and different requirements, and I'm really looking forward to working with them. Should you wish to enter the giveaway, go ahead to the link at the top of the description or the pinned comment in the comment section. And once again, thank you to Samsung for sponsoring this video. Let's switch it up a little bit and go to point number 3, and let's talk about defending. We're going to look at jockeying and second man press here. Jockeying is where you use the LT button on Xbox, L2 on PlayStation. This is where your player is going to lower their center of gravity. They're going to drop down ever so slightly and cover the ground and be there to block, intercept, even tackle for you at times. You're going to be using the jockey button a lot of the times when defending, you're going to use it on the edge of the box when you're covering and pressing with your centre mid. You're going to use it inside the box when you're trying to stick to Neymar, when he's doing those tight little turns. That's when we're going to use that jockey button. One of the key parts is that the jockey button combined with sprint, you'll go on and off that sprint button. If the opponent's sprinting, you're going to sprint. If the opponent's just dribbling, then you're going to let go of sprint and just use the jockey. But you want to try and mirror the opponent's actions. Leave about a 1 to 2 yard gap between them and mirror the opponent. Thinking, where may he go? Where is the space? Would he try and get a shot off on the top side of my box or the bottom side? Has he got an extra pass off? And positioning yourself accordingly. When you are doing this, let's say if you've switched to a right centre back and the ball is on the left centre back, you may want to use the R1 or on PlayStation, RB on Xbox for second man press or teammate contain, as it may be known as well. This is where your defenders are going to press for you. You're going to see a green icon above their head. This lasts for 4 seconds. 4 seconds of the AI pressing the ball holder for you. And at times, they'll press better than what you may actually do. So if you've got a high-level defender who's got brilliant defensive awareness, brilliant reactions, brilliant stand tackling, brilliant slide tackling, you may even want to use the AI to help and aid you with this. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick one. If you are enjoying this video, there's a like button down below. Do me a favor, click it. It helps us massively. And subscribe if you are new. That way you never miss a video. Point number 4, which is a very vital one when we are thinking about defending. We just spoke about jockeying and second man press. We now want to talk about right stick switching. If you cannot right stick switch, you will not be a great FIFA player. It's simple. Right stick switching is what helps and elevates your game to the next level. You have to go and learn it. If you're relying on the game to switch for you, or you're just using the trusty L1, trusty LB button, you are not going to be able to switch to your defender when you are in the middle of the park. You're not going to be able to go and switch to him to then track the through ball. We've come back into a time where, very similar to FIFA 21, that through balls are strong. Over the top through balls specifically. People look for a certain animation for their attacker to almost glitch through the defender. The way around this is to give yourself the head start. Give yourself a chance in that foot race. Switch to your centre back, switch to your fullback and track that through ball before the ball has even been played. That way, you are giving yourself a couple yards on the attacker. If they've got an Mbappe who's very quick, you want to make sure that you're giving your Marquinhos as much of a chance as possible to get ahead of him, to make sure you are learning right stick switching. We have done a full dedicated video on this, by the way, but essentially this is where you flick the right analog stick where you want to change to your player. So if you are with, say, your centre mid in the middle of the park and you want to change to your centre back, you flick it to the left or the right, depending on which way that you are kicking. This will give you the best possible chance to defend and stop the opponent from getting in behind. Point number 5, to round it up. Skill moves. You've learned all this. You've learned about driven passes. You've got into the box and you've scored some goals and you're defending better and you're doing everything great. But you're playing against an opponent who's reading everything that you're doing. He's being a very good FIFA player. He's defending well. He's not giving you an inch. That's when we need to take our game to the next level. And that can be done with something as simple as skill moves. Skill moves, there's a variety of them in the game. There's absolutely loads. I wouldn't say this year there is a quote-unquote meta go-to, do this every single time, like we had with the direction nutmeg last year. Don't give me those flashbacks. But this year, you still want to have some in your locker. That may be a ball roll scoop turn. It may be a normal scoop turn. The reverse elastico is something that a lot of players are going for. More so because it does glitch out the defenders and you just look for that certain animation. But hey, you might look for a heel to heel. You might look for a step over, a first time fake shot. I don't mind what it is. Just learn 1 or 2 skill moves. Give yourself an extra avenue to look for in the attack. When we're attacking, we don't just want to be repetitive and making it easy for the opponent to defend. Skill moves can really help you be versatile, be unpredictable, and make it difficult for the opponent to read what you're doing. So there are 5 tips for you to go and learn on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team right now. So please go ahead, put them into your game. If you have any questions, then obviously do pop them down below in the comment section and let me know exactly what you think. Should you wish to get any more help and advice on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. We do have a Patreon service with loads of different tiers with one-to-one direct coaching, access to loads of different sort of information. So take a look at that in the description below if that interests you. As always, thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.